Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't put me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't put me again.
What we go to eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss you, we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them on the waste, and bust a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, girl, and say that it's not you. On the head, the man above him, look him, I got a bet too much. It in the kitchen, some fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't put me again.
Come me say dig up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in a whatever. Member bowl only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start and thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
Or them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat everyone.
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again.
Good evening, and welcome. My system is
We and Global TV says certain kind of friend we know.
It's me. Hold on. Good evening, and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I hope you can hear me. Let me check my phone settings quickly. Yes, I'm using the right microphone. Hold on. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm not in a good mood this evening, and I will explain to you why shortly. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, via subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good evening, and joining us, Sharon Bernard, RJ, Debbie Jarvis TV, Empress Deb, Marcia, Sharon Bernard, Real Sweet, Beat and Teach, Violet Watson, Miranda Ruddock, Polish, Monica Wills, Vanessa Cody, Norm Joan Bailey, here, Gloria Moore, get this thing back up and running. My people, everything is just behaving nightmaric and going in the not so good direction, but one shan't be deterred. Just bear with me a second. Bear with me, bear with me. Hold on. Bear with. Good evening, and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I have some disappointing news. You must remember I told you that was going to suspend my monetization and they asked me to do an appeal. It was successful and my monetization continued. This evening, my monetization was removed and I'm going to have to do another appeal again. To those who have membership, you would have received an email informing you that your membership is on pause. That is due to the fact that the monetization has been suspended. It is the reason why your membership would be on pause. So that's the effect to the email you would have received. If my next appeal is successful, then that will reinstate and you would possibly get another email explaining that. So that's the bangarang. And at the moment, the two of the other computer playing up again. If it knocks me out, I'll come. GTV Group is monetized for membership. It doesn't play advert because most of our funding come from the advert we roll. So at the moment, YouTube stripped me and left me one side and said me not to earn no money. Rather it be a human action or about them. But when these things happen, YouTube really don't give you any clear information. Them just tell you, say, your monetization has been suspended for reuse content and you must appeal within 14 days, blah, blah. Think about my shows are live shows, so I'm talking about. I'm not sure where am I talking about. Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Where do I start? Where do I start this evening? I want to stay neutral, but again, a lot of people are going to say, this is about the entertainment industry. Yes, it is about the entertainment industry. It is an insurance within the entertainment sector, life and health insurance. But me think you want to stay neutral at the whole political brouhaha. And if I don't mind your business too much, if I not buy the JLP, them buy out Kartel, why all of what him doing now so personal? Because if you look, Cousin Myrna Wagwan, if you look across in TikTok, him take down everything when it depend, and him apart openly with the labor right them now. Bogdanovich, Darrell, and Babsy buy him out. But then I don't know what they call riches sometime. Because a whole heap of people would do say rich and he say rich. And then wahala. But it's obvious that Kartel sell out him down to his own mind. Kartel go where the influence and the money go. But that's the type of person him is. But you might as well just come out in a public and say what it is. Because this is certainly shows you sell out. But then again, anybody would be quite stupid if you look for something called loyalty from you. Because if you are to examine the information in your trial, nothing in your trial pointed to other than you and the court. Sorry about that, my people. YouTube is playing the dancing devil tonight. YouTube, not YouTube, StreamYard is really giving a heck of a problem tonight. Bear with me while I get my slide back in studio. Hang on a bit. That's it. Okay, thank you very much, Christine. Thank you. Yes. So the evidence that came out of the trial, it all became public and one listened to it. What came out of the Privy Council never said you were innocent. what came out of the Privy Council was because of Paula Llewellyn botch job. Not that the evidence in the case didn't point to guilt. Now we're talking about a friend of a friend of a friend, all friends. In that case, the evidence that came out would have shown the world that this youth cannot be loyal because he has, as the evidence pointed, then he removed his friend because of Paul. We see since him come out the disloyalty even to him baby mother. I'm not expecting him at any point to have loyalty to that degree to Isat to say him never gonna betray him. I do hear the argument where a lot of people saying Isat get paid, so Kartel don't owe him nothing. That's true. He owes him nothing financially. Do you understand the power, the campaign that Isat went on as a lawyer dealing with his case? The way he kept his case in the media spotlight, in your social consciousness. Think about people who have spent 50 years there, young DT, without charge or trial, only because he has the money and a dedicated lawyer like Isat. Why him that road? Because just like the man was in there for 50 years and never have get charged or tried, and all of these brilliant lawyers that Jamaica, and him they're behind bars all this time. These are the type of humanitarian work that Isat did. What you all are coming up with, those who are saying Kartel pay him, uno look on the business side of thing and the financial side of thing. None of you are looking at the human interests that Isaac put into that case in order to get it where it is. Ask yourself, look how much a brilliant, long-term, so-called well-established lawyer name him money out and him stay at prison till them re-engineer him in a mixed breed frog and lizard. It was those reasons why him refer to Isat as him brother and him friend. It was those reasons why him refer to him as him brother and him friend, because Isat went above and beyond in that case particularly. It is what you would say in the employment spheres. He went above and beyond. He went above and beyond. But what happened was what Kartel told us: I'm a businessman and an entertainer. There's a snippet of a video going around on Facebook, but because I don't know his songs and I don't understand them, I don't know if it's an old song or a new song. But even if it's an old song, there is a narrative to it, because in that clip, he's wearing the suit that he wore to the press conference. But the song, the clip that is playing in the voiceover, his lawyer that he was referring to was Tam Tavares, like he's bigging up Tam Tavares. The song, though, I cannot say, because I don't know his songs, if the song is an old song or it is a new song. I really could not tell that. But I think him show it plain and clear now. All me did want and me freedom, me get me freedom and me rich. So what? Remember, you was rich before you go to prison. You went to prison rather. You were rich before you went to prison. So the riches where you come out and brag over. The access to money may have assisted you to get to where you get to today. But remember, say, the tanta money where you have never stop you from going to prison. The tanta money where you have never stop you from stay there over a decade, turn into lizard, frog, mixed race lizard and frog, and all of them in a one. So the fact that you're rich don't cut much of a difference, because you even come out of prison sounding more stupid than you went in. You come out behaving more childish than you went in. So the money we are talking about is not going to stop you from hit brick wall, because it is within your mentality. If anyone wants to support the program, let me pin the link in at the top of the chat there, because see YouTube penalize me and cut off all of my funding. So this program has no funding. Me back how me start again, because YouTube cut my my monetization. So if you want to support Global TV, you can drop something in the kitty pin in the top of the chat. But get back to the snake. The money where preach pan, it's going to fail you. I hit make you stun fool. I hit make you refuse to grow up. You ever hear the saying, say, the fool and his money shall depart? The fool and its money shall depart. If it was because of money, you then go fix back yourself in the cartel before him go prison. That for sure you say, money not important unless I'm money. But then again, if you engineered a weird species, such as a cross between a frog and a lizard, then of course it's going to cost a lot of money, because it's a lab experience, isn't it? But me hear people that say, Boy, Kartel shouldn't do this to Isat. Him the worst to Shorty, him the worst to Lizard. What do you expect? What do you expect if him the worst to Lizard and worse to Shorty? Him not going to do any better. There's nothing in him called loyalty. What matters to him is hype, attention, and money. And that's why I'm going to continue to go around in circles. Or may end up back where he's coming from. Not only that he's physically sick, he's mentally sick as well. Me see him put up a clip, Young DT World. Walk on. That clip that the Young DT when put up. Look here. It's a few seconds. It's not even a whole song. The people are aware that you cannot meet them demands of entertainment. The people them realize that talent they thought you had, you've lost it. That's why I find you come out and be a foolishness. You go on, pan. You can give a good performance of one of your old songs. You doesn't have the it factor or the X factor behind you anymore. What will make people go, whoa, that wow factor is gone. And you are aware. It is why you have thrown your so-called friend or brother under the bus. Because you're going to have to whore yourself here, there, and everywhere to get that money. Because you realize holy pan entertainer boy on don't own on a music rights or whatever, or on a royalty or whatever. So on don't get much that way there. On generate on money through tours and concerts. You're not a Buju Banton. Buju Banton don't have problem in selling tickets. Look at when Buju Banton put on him show them a new a foreign with here. As Buju Banton ticket them drop, they're sold out. This new thing that is on the scene, people have to get used to what it is. It is not because of your association with Isat. The JLP them just use you, just like how them use everybody. The JLP them have a whole heap of money to waste. Them will take Jamaica money by fame and fortune. But them can't take Jamaica money fix road. But them can take it by fame and fortune for stupidity. But it no means say it's because them happy to see you back a road. Because for them and Paula alone, you would die behind bars. Probably would have been the right thing. Because at the end of the day, everybody always I say, free this, free that. Nobody says, poor Lizard's mother. I wonder how she's feeling. I wonder how she's felt since all this. You cannot ask an animal to behave humanly. This is what Jamaica is asking Vybz Kartel to do. You're asking an animal to behave humanly. It's not going to happen. Him not used to them something there. Look at the mentality that him display. After so much years behind bar, and him come out worse than he went in, that alone tells you that is irredeemable. That is irredeemable. That's where it's end up, you know. He is irredeemable. So don't expect better from him. What I'm sorry for, though, is that parents in Jamaica won't wake up and make sure, say, they stand against that influence in them whole household amongst their young children, because you cannot continue to have these negative satanic influence patrolling through the minds of your children. Look at the rise of him before him got to prison. Look how much Jamaican young people bleach out themselves and all the violence that erupted from the association to him. His influence was never a good one from day one. His influence from day one was never a good one. And I do hope parents across Jamaica can wake up to see that this is an influence that you must guard your children from. Carlos Wagwan, Shauna Smith. This is an influence that you must guard your children from. There's demon at work here. People who you see willing to chop change and sell themselves here and sell themselves there. You cannot let your children follow such influence. You cannot let your children follow the influence of somebody who have no value in friendship, has no family value. It's a death trap. It is why Lizard ended up where he ended up. Because Lizard was following people without values. You have to protect your children against this type of influence. People are waking up now. You don't want your children to follow influence of people who are going to tell them to go and unalive their fellow brothers or sisters. You don't want them to be aligned to influence that is going to willfully throw them under the bus. He knows how to play you, the Jamaican people. He knows how to play you. He tells you he's a businessman. The JLP them desperate, and the JLP them have a lot of money to spare. And he is a prostitute in the entertainment industry. So I'ma make sure him sell him way up to where him want. So for me telling you from where this was all coming from Bogdanovich, because Bogdanovich and Darrell Vaz are friends. But then the snake loved the attention, the glory, and the money. So whoever promised him more quick money, you know, say Andrew have a hope of money from COVID, hurricane, whole heap of money lurking in the corners. If him did that present this insurance, Galangin would have still signed same way. Why after him come disassociate himself and him friend and preach neutrality, then 2 days after you see him wrap up in a bed with the labor them? That is such a grandiose for neutrality. That is such a grandiose for neutrality. What is the significance of him being there other than for the spotlight and the promotion of his concert? Show the public that I'm in good grace with the Jamaica Labour Party, because that's what you have been doing, you know. That's what you have been doing for you make that video put out where there. You're showing the public when I buy your ticket that I'm good with the Labour Party. I have swung over to them. It's still not going to make your tickets sell. And everybody want to learn about new species. If we want to go, we go to scientific lab at university. If we want to learn about new species. People don't have money to waste. You thought, you heard when Buju Banton come from prison, how people couldn't wait to see Buju Banton and how Buju Banton ticket them sell out. And that frightened you, you know. So that make you say, all right, may I go show them say I'm a king. So may I go make sure say Ungo chief executive can buy my ticket. Them go and go sell the ticket them to chief executive. No? Why you want to come sell poor people the batter ticket, the batter breadfruit and pear them where everybody turn over in the market and walk well if now you want to come sell the batter breadfruit and the batter pear them to poor people. Poor people don't buy a cartel ticket, never make food. No. It make for chief executive and the upper middle class. It never even designed for the ordinary middle class. It have to be the upper middle class. So now that you realize, upper middle class people turn them nose up at you, then you want to come sell the old butter breadfruit and butter pear with our market from Thursday, and now Saturday evening nobody now buy, you want to come push it off on we? No, not have a dog food we not want it for. Not have a dog food or hog food we don't want it for. Carry back home your butter breadfruit and your butter pear them. Out order. Your ticket never designed for poor people. So why you run black market sale now? There's nothing special about it. There's something special about Buju Banton. Everywhere him announce a concert, it sell out. People realize that there's no substance in what you do. Beside, you're horrible to look at. And that's why the tickets are not being selling. All you do like call you rich. Why you don't pay JL? Why you don't do something there? The money with JLP pay you, you give to people to buy back the ticket then. That's a way to get the ticket them sell out, you know. You can pay people to buy them back. It's not hard. It is not hard. Pay people to buy them back. And people will buy them and your ticket will sell out. And then the selling out will stop. How much more you are going to sell out for? How much did you sell yourself for before you go to prison? Did you have to go on your knees to anybody in the entertainment industry? Have you ever abused anyone in the entertainment industry to promote them? There's nothing strange about you. Whatever you have been doing and whatever you are doing, it's what you have always been doing. We are asking somebody with an animalistic mentality to display human character. And that's the way I go wrong. maybe more suitable over the Labour Party, where the all of them promote violence and all the such alike you can think of. So maybe that's where him best suited. But I'm worried for that man, yeah. Trump put him in a position where Big Pharma is not happy. In ask Christ. If this Yamania and Trump have him way, Big Pharma will want to remove him because he will F up a lot of their researches, a lot of their juconomics and jabonomics. So, this is one of Trump's department to watch. And maybe, just maybe, Trump might send Dr. Fauci to prison. You might never know. But this is an appointment when Trump gets there. I will keep my eyes on, because this man might be able, if allowed, to roll back some disaster that might come the way of humanity under the guise of health. So I am hoping that Big Pharma don't get rid of this man before he try to dismantle Big Pharma and their biological warfare. Anybody at St. Thomas have land and sell? We're by 10-acre land. Anybody at St. Thomas have land and sell? The Prime Minister say him want about 10 more acre land to build a micro business park on the Marant Bay Urban Center. Why? This your Prime Minister coming like for him work is a patch batty pants. Everywhere in find a little tear, him patch the pants batty, because when you design the urban center, you never take that into consideration, and you never. Well, I mean, I understand Andrew. I do understand Andrew. Everything for Andrew just go in a zigzag or into a falling apart version. And now you acquire more land after your major urban center, where you take credit for. Now you want land to build a business park. I think, Prime Minister, when you build an urban center, you would have penciled in all the little different infrastructures, amenities, and whatever to make your urban center working. But now you're thinking about the business park after. So I don't think you understand. What the Prime Minister regularly and continue to do, which is becoming more annoying, you know. It is becoming so annoying. And I keep telling the Prime Minister, you need to shush. Shush, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, stop. Close your mouth, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, move from in front of the camera. No amount of coming in front of the camera. Continue to lie to us or promise us is going to, in no way, shape, or form, Prime Minister, repair your credibility. You're working overtime to convince us that that is what we ought to do. It is not going to happen. And that's why I'm telling you, if you come out of the spotlight for 3 months like Dr. Tough, you know, nobody will can lick you off a bike, Prime Minister. You cycle a morning time or you run a morning time. You know, nobody will can lick you off a bike. Don't you have anybody who can lick you off a bike, like to get a 3-month rest, like Dr. Tufton or so on? Because you really need to back out of the public spotlight, make some of the heat of hatred, Prime Minister, cool off for you. But the more you drive the agenda of promises, of how good you are, how well you have done, people are just going to hate you more. And that's what you're not understanding. You working overtime to be loved. People are seeing through you more. That it's just game and optics and doing it for the camera, doing it to fool the masses. Everyone is fully aware of that. As to why you continue to work overtime, hoping that one day, somebody is going to say, Actio, this Prime Minister has been the best one could ever want a Prime Minister to be. It's not going to happen, my brethren. It's definitely not going to happen. The best thing you do is just beg somebody lick you off a bike. Ask Dr. Tufton how it is done, and no nothing hard. Valiant, nice stone, cousin says, Swagwan. Valiant, nice stone. So, Valiant now go lick you hard. But I really do believe you need to take a break out of the spotlight and out of the public and stop talk the whole person thing them where you don't know, where you know so no gossip. Stop make the whole heap of promise, the whole heap of failed promise them will fail before they even come out of your mouth. Because 9 years worth of failed promise, Prime Minister, and you still come back and make more promise. We no fool if we believe them. We know so you fool if we come back and tell we more, you know. We no fool if we believe so them real. Because you still hold with 9 years worth. You owed us, Prime Minister, 9 years worth of promises. 9 years, you know. But you come back with a new set. Like you want to create a new set for the third term. Because you give it 2 sets already, you know. You give it 1 set for 2016. You give it 1 set for 2020. And it look like you create, come here, airport, you just have build airport, so you just have fix up back Jamaica, so you just have pluck out money for roads, so you just have do it, so. Third term promise, you know, Prime Minister. Third term promise. Prime Minister want a third term. Yes, third term promise. But if we still await for first term and second term promise, and chicken back can't buy again, tin mackerel can't buy again, you think to say, we're going to just swallow third term promise, take it to the bank and know so the bank now go check it, because Leachin I go tell we say, Andrew Holness hold me. Just like how the contractor them now Anna nothing from the National Health Service because Dr. Tufton not pay a bill. Even the dead people them Dr. Tufton who. Take a break, Prime Minister. Take a break. Trust me. A change is as good as a rest, or a rest is as good as a change, whichever way you want to term it, Prime Minister. Try something. What you are doing now, certainly not working. We're all aware of the tricks and the lies and the scams and the promises. Even the failure that you have become aware of recently. We've been aware of it long time. That's why you need to take a break. No amount of go gaga blah 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 blah. You come with Prime Minister. It's not going to work. Frost, how are you? It's not going to work. Take a break. Beg somebody lick you down off a bike like Tough Dan. So you can take a break so people long to see you. But barring that, we just are going to get up and dislike you and wish to see the back of you every day. That is how low your popularity has become. People cannot wait to see the back of you. Even those within your Labour Party. You know, hear Kim come out and threaten you know. And say, me, if you work under them, you stress ya. All them do them walk and break ground real sweet and then them break it ground and them walk away. If them do something there, every ground and ground the country go break. If them plant one fruit tree for every ground then go break, it goes a far way to solve a lot of problem in Jamaica because we would have fruit for yam when Andrew Holness turn off everything pan we would at least have fruit for yam. Look pan Tribridge with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister, you know, tell we say in get Tribridge contract to can't remember what the boy name, but we do galang in pan it. And bulldozer and everything go there. Then go to hand over. When we look, we see excavator a roll and puddle down in a river. From that, I know we can't even say if the excavator come out of the river yet, you know. We don't know. We only see when it tumble down over there. And then when the Prime Minister come tell we about procurement and Tribridge. How Tribridge get back in a procurement stage? You mean so because the one excavator turnover, you have to go over the re-procurement process? Remember Nesta did tell we say, you know, I forgot what the clause name. I'm going to have to look back at those articles. There's a clause within the contract where if the contractor that has the contract now is unable to finish the contract the replacement contractor expenses will be covered by the existing contract without any additional cost to the taxpayer. But I'm going to look back at those articles. But there is such clause which Nesta Morgan did explain to us that was in that they have secured that clause. I told me to take my blood pressure tablet already, and I'm going to take them after. Sorry. That clause is to that effect within that contract So all of that was done, prepared, and arranged before, and now we are here about procurement. So Andrew always do things back to front because he might ask him more land, you know, up Marant Bay for build business park in a grandiose urban center. And see the road pop off up a center mass. And the Prime Minister don't know how to fix it. Because find a barely pop off, you know. And he left pop off same way. But Mark Golden and the PNP, when you come in, you have a plan for work. Because Andrew said, when you did that 18 years, him never saw nothing. And for him, 9 years, he might use it and idle it out. So therefore, uno going to have a plan to do the work when uno come in because him say, uno never do nothing when uno was dead. The easy jerk world. Wagwan. Aston, how are you? So uno have to think about that when uno come in, because Andrew say uno never do nothing. And he said, because uno never do nothing for the 18, him not have to do nothing for the 9, plus for Bruce Golden 4, where them only unalive a lot of people in a Tivoli Gardens. So 9 and 4 are how much, Andrew? Remember, me can't count, you know. So 13. So that's why he want another 5 year. But Andrew, what talk it truth? If we give you another 5 years, what would and where the benefit would it be for us? Because 9 years no benefit us. What would be the benefit if you get another 5 years? Because we can't show anything out of the 9 years what you have. It is why you see one come back to it and I come identify, say, you identify failures amongst you. There are failures amongst you. But I'm sorry for the country. Because when the Prime Minister can tell you, say, hey, the monkey story them fail. It's bad for we as a country. Justice Panton is saying they are short of staff at the Integrity Commission because they want to operate on a pay scale at the Integrity Commission where you're paid based on your tenure, qualification, and experience. Justice Panton is saying the Ministry of Finance is saying no, not so. Start everybody from the bottom. And Justice Panton said because of that and other things such as recent scrutinies and threat to members of the Integrity Commission, people don't want to take a job at the Integrity Commission because a lot of these people who work at the Integrity Commission are people with legal knowledge. And everybody go on really in a day war with Pernell Charles. And what they done so name we asked for the audit, Everard Warmington. So Justice Pantana said because of those things, the skilled job seekers not taking the jobs because the pay not all that compared to where they may would have worked in the private sector, them have to come at the IC and start from bottom because Ministry of Finance look like them I use financial sabotage because we hear Mama Lashley say it in Parliament. If they don't pass the audit, not another cent. The audit is there. Just go and read it. Just go and read it. Pick it up and read it. It's there. So, maybe just like how them collapse FinSac on the financial front, lack of financing. I wonder that the FinSac Commission, like how they use lack of funding to collapse the FinSac Commission. I wonder if they're going to try, if this is the same thing they're trying to do with the Integrity Commission, because this government is using all sort of horrible tactics against opposition and governance accountability framework. So Ian Hales said that he's calling for urgent drain cleanage in Western Westmoreland. Then these two gentlemen, you must remember the one on the left, Moreland Wilson. Yes, that one who the Prime Minister sent at the what a night they did be again. The night before Independence. Was it the night before Independence or Emancipation? Emancipation down on Westmoreland, when him cast a furor and turn off the mic. So him and the other one come out and say, Marlon Wilson and Garfield James, they're saying what Mandela asks is a lie because all the drains have been cleaned. EM, thank you. You have just come. Let me re-explain it. For those who are members on the Producer Wayne channel, YouTube has removed my monetization, so you would have received an email that your membership have been paused. I'm going to have to do an appeal. I did one 4 weeks ago and they've accepted that one. Now they have suspended my monetization and I'm going to have to do another appeal. So loads of suppression from YouTube. I don't know, but I will keep you all updated anyway. So YouTube left me on my face now, no earnings for me anymore. That is what YouTube is rather saying. But the work continues. But we will keep you all updated as things progresses. I'm gonna certainly do an appeal tomorrow to see what their response are to it, because when I did the appeal on 4 weeks ago, they sent me an email to say I should not remove that video because if they need to review my channel in the future, they will make reference to that channel, because they always make them tell you about it's about reuse content, but Hey, my shows are live. Yes, we do use contents in our show, but it is something that we're permitted to do because after we played it, we'll analyze it, give a reaction to it, give a breakdown or further critique it or so. But YouTube plays some games with us, to be honest with you. When you don't play their game, then you get penalized, whether it's a human behavior or it's the robots. It's messy behavior. But as I say, because YouTube strip away for rights, if anyone want to support Global TV, the link to PayPal and Zelle is in the top of the chat where you can support us. Let's get back to it. I hope that make it clear to everyone who has membership. It was also explained in the first part of the program, so I hope those who have membership, when they come across this video, then they'll understand as to why they would have received that email advising them that their membership has been paused. So they're saying Ian Hales is not being truthful because all the drains in Westmoreland have been cleaned. So they are pouring cold water over Ian Hale's claim that the drains are inadequate. So they are saying, no. A lie, him a tell. All of the drain them was properly clean. So they must say, I know that caused the flooding, and a lack of drain cleanage caused the flooding because the drains were clean. All right. Oh, thank you very much, my people. I'm going to be sorting out this problem tomorrow to send off a appeal to YouTube. I have to build some graphics around that because they want you to explain how you create your contents and all of that. I just did that 4 weeks ago, and then they're back with the same thing again. But never mind, we will press on. Run, you know, see. Life is him not smiling. Him serious like a judge. Listen, Kartel is nothing but failure, abject failure, and everybody is going to see it for what it is. What he did to Isat, I do believe he's been paid to do it, because ungrateful as anybody is, and I'm not saying ungrateful like Isaac get him out of prison free, but there's a lot of humanity that was put into all of this from Isaac, which people are ignoring now. But without the work of Isaac, he would have probably still sit down behind bars. Nobody now say him who Isaac political loyalty on the other hand. But to have been sold out and been bought by the other side when your white slave master them, your same white slave master them, I direct you even how to speak in public. Make it make sense. And then on the one like on a free. On a one like on a free. And your same slave master them, I tell you what fi come in a media, come say, who fi talk to, who not fi talk to. If it's not something personal, or if it isn't what you're being told to do, why you clear up everything with Isat off of your TikTok page? Why is it that you clear up everything with Isat off of your TikTok page? Kartel is just another Judas. 30 pieces of silver. Are you the sell Isat for even less? But make sure you put down the 30 pieces of silver to pay your big liar them, like the viruses and the all sorts them, when name you out and walk will left you to turn into a crossbreed lizard and a bullfrog. Thank you all very much for being here with us tonight on the Global Television Group. Even though YouTube remove with monetization, them can't remove with tongue. You understand? So we're going to continue, keep chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting and yabbering away, because the truth hurts and the truth matters. Your ticket them not sell because of any political allegiance. Your ticket them not sell because people have never seen bullfrog or lizard perform on stage yet. It's as simple as that. And that's that. And you're just going to have to accept that. But thank you all for being here with us tonight on the Global Television Group, whichever platform you're on, YouTube or TikTok. Join us back right here tomorrow, where we continue to fight even against YouTube and its struggle. Good night from the Global Television Group. Good night, TikTok. Thank you very much.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commission of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence, and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.